I just love this story because you know I'm a big Cillian Murphy fan. He's going to return to the mean streets of Birmingham to reprise his role in Peaky Blinders. They're doing a full-length movie, and he's coming back.
Wow, all of you. Man, if you're not rebooting, something's wrong. Because they're even rebooting Fear Factor.
The fact that they're doing a movie, though, because I know there's a lot of Peaky Blinders fans. And Barnes, you never have seen the show.
No.
You might need subtitles, though.
I heard people love it.
Tommy Shelby coming back. Cillian Murphy. People are super excited.
And look, all this week just in your Sleaze, the reboots of Pirates of the Caribbean, which I don't know how they're going to do without Johnny Depp.
Which is crazy.
And I just read about Fear Factor, and I don't know if Joe Rogan is attached to it. That's the only info they had, is that they're rebooting it. And that other show, Wipeout, on ABC. Like,
what was Wipeout?
Wipeout was it was kind of a game show where people would go through different, big crazy sets and compete against each other. Yeah, everything you know is coming back.
This is interesting. Director Martin Scorsese is bringing his talents to Fox Nation. That's the streaming service for the Fox News channel. He will host, narrate, and executive produce an 8-episode docudrama called Martin Scorsese Presents The Saints. It's going to debut November 16th through May 2025. Each episode focusing on a saint, like a singular saint. We're talking Joan of Arc, Francis of Assisi, John the Baptist, Thomas Becket, Mary Magdalene, Moses the Black, Sebastian, and Maximilian. Isn't that crazy?
Man, the only saints I know are in the Caribbean. St. Thomas, St. Lucia, St. Bart's. That's when you said he's doing the saints, I was like, sweet, a travel show. But real saints.
I was actually talking about different saints, but...
Okay. Different, or not the New Orleans Saints? He's not doing a special on that?
I cannot keep up with this story, but I'm going to try. A video showing, are you ready for this? 48 hours with Sean Diddy Combs, and a teenage Justin Bieber has resurfaced. Wow, listen to this crazy audio.
This was awkward AF, especially knowing now what you know. Listen to the ownership in his voice, the way he talks about everybody possessing, whoever.
Seen the movie 48 Hours. Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
And the things he says now, when you're talking about, we can't tell you where we are or what we're doing, you got to wonder what that was.
Well, the other thing that resurfaced was this Usher interview with Stern, which was in, 2016? Where he said he saw very curious things when he lived with Diddy for a year. What were those curious things, Barnes?
Well, we are going to see, just fast forward a year, we're going to see some series, limited series of all of this.
We had talked about Maya Rudolph having a Prince cover band called Princess. Well, she was also on with Seth Meyers, commented about the viral image going around of Rudolph as one of the Golden Girls for a Golden Girls reboot, another reboot.
It's a real thing?
Yeah.
And it's so funny because, with an internet prank, you could have given it another day.
I mean, I feel like this is enough. People are like, we get it.
But I had multiple people ask me if this was real, and what I said back to them is if it was real, do you think somebody would have signed off on this post?
I'm going to say no.
So again, this is real?
I don't know. I couldn't tell.
So you don't know? You just told me it's real.
I'm looking right now. Golden Girls reboot.
Where else do you hear research?
Or were they kidding?
During the show, do you hear research on if something is truthful that they just reported on?
Well, because there were all these things that were going around that there was going to be a reboot with Tina Fey, Lisa Kudrow, you remember, Maya Rudolph, and Amy Poehler.
I see. It's fake is what I'm seeing.
It is fake because there's photos of them in, of course, gray wigs.
It looks pretty believable.
I mean, I would watch.
Oh, so what she's talking about is the poster has 10 episodes June 2024. So yeah, okay.
Now,
Fram, this is stellar celebrity sleaze. This is what we expect. We unfold it as it's happening.
well, I think people appreciate
Yeah,
that.
as it's
That
happening.
We're not perfect, Barnes.
We're fact-checking.
Okay. I saw this story, and then I found out more this morning. You know, Bill Maher has this new podcast network. And are you ready for a couple of the hosts that were announced?
Well, aren't podcast networks folding by the day?
Not if they're good.
I thought we've been seeing problems. But yeah, what? Who?
Billy Corgan,
Really?
okay, one of the hosts, but Fred Durst. You know what his podcast is going to be about?
No.
UFOs and aliens. I am not kidding you. What?
Everyone's getting their network now. Dr. Phil's got his network. Apparently to more than 50 million people. Now Bill Maher's getting a network.
Now, I'll listen to Billy Corgan, but probably not Fred Durst talking about UFOs.
That Dr. Phil network, we had him on, 2 weeks ago? He's
Yes.
talking about it. They're launching it. They've got big bucks. I don't know if that's all just him or other investors, but big time cash.
I know, an entire network. Now, here's somebody else speaking out about Quiet on the Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV, the docuseries. It's Kenan Thompson, okay? He previously rose to fame following his role on Nickelodeon's Kenan and Kel and all that. Remember in the late 90s?
Yeah.
And early 2000s? Well, he's talking about his experience, quote, it's a tough subject because it's tough for me because I can't really speak on things that I've never witnessed. He was on the Tamron Hall show, quote, you know what I'm saying? Because all these things happened after I left, basically. And Dan Schneider wasn't really on Kenan and Kel. I mean, he got credits, but it was a different showrunner. So he wasn't part of any of that. So he had nothing negative to say.
They're trying badly to get Amanda Bynes as they get that new episode together to talk. There's no way.
Do you think that she would do it?
I mean, she's doing nails now. Didn't she just graduate from whatever you graduate to be a nail?
I felt sorry for her because she's had a lot of mental health struggles, but
Totally. And they've shown her house on those weird little social videos where they show celebrity houses. She's got like a $2 million house in California. I would go get my nails did by her just to...
you should when you're out there.
I know. I got to find where's her salon?
Now, some lawsuits are frivolous, I would say, against certain celebrities. But what do you think about this? Kim Kardashian getting sued because of her tables. In 2022, she put out this video on YouTube, which has now been taken down, giving her fans a tour of the offices of her Skin by Kim Company, and points out two tables that she says are authentic. Donald Judd tables. Now, the Judd Foundation, however, says that's not true and doesn't want Kim saying that she owns these tables.
Ooh.
They are a big deal, Barnes. These tables cost $90,000, and only 3 authentic copies have been sold in the last 15 years. Now, the company that made her tables, Clements Designs, being sued for trademark and copyright infringement. Yeah, they contacted them and said, you need to destroy those tables. They're not real.
Yeah, I wonder if she just innocently thought that they were real.
That's what I don't know. What a bizarre story, right?
Who needs to work on a $90,000 table?
And then they want her to destroy the furniture? Wow.
Coming for you.
That is your celebrity sleaze.